Good morning, all. Good morning, all, and welcome to semi-final one here in the LPPL tournament, where we have Carolina Warriors up against the Titans. So the Titans has won the toss and elected to bowl first this morning. So after 1.1 over, the score is 2 without loss. Outside of some wide signal by the umpire. So Nikunj on strike. Played and missed outside of some appeal for caught behind, not outside the umpire. So after this over, you'll be hearing the wonderful voice of Sachin Balki soon. Better known as Mr. Professional. So we have Jaiga bowling the second over here to Nikunj. Nikunj, big swing, swipe outside, the off stump, not out. Asking for a stump in, not outside the umpire. Swipes outside edge, just short of that second sip. Complete a single there. Played back to the bowler. No run. Last one more ball for the second over. So once again, when I go to the final this evening, final starts at 3 o'clock here. Cut out bottom edge, shoot to the keeper, no run. At the end of the second over is 4 without loss.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On the third over here in the attack, it's going to be Kishan. Very exciting match here today, ladies and gentlemen. As this one's going to go straight to the keeper. No runs awarded. As I said, very exciting match here today. It's a PF Titans versus the Carolina Warriors. And the winner is advancing to our final tonight. Carolina Warriors being served their first defeat yesterday from the reigning defending champions, the Boston Indians. Here comes Jigar. It's Kishan, my bad. That one. Punting into the offside, and they're going to get a single off of that. Adding up to that total. So both teams are going to be on their P's and Q's, as one would say, as they're going to need to get their best shot of being in this finals here this afternoon at the Paramveer Sporting Complex. Man on strike now, Sagar. Sagar just got off the mark there. 1 from 3. Oh, a big appeal for LBW. And Sagar was walking away from that one. Very honest guy. But in the end, he's not out. So Kishan is back into the attack here. 3 more legal deliveries in this over. Now the Titans had their scuffle with the Canada Kings yesterday, and they won out. Very dominant victory. So I'm played onto the ground. Another daughter. So Kishan is bowling rather well so far. But there's no real pressure here for the Carolina Warriors. Very early stages of the game happening so far. As I said, very dominant performance from the Titans yesterday. And they're looking to maintain that dominance. Swing and a miss. So with 1 more to go, Kishan is having a very lovely second over. Only conceded 1 run so far. Kishan definitely top of his game right now. This one pelted into the onside, and they're going to take a single off of that. So a single to end the over. The end of 3, it's 6 for no loss. And Jigar is going to come back into the next for the attack. So each man in the partnership now on 2. Your man Nikunj, very big player in this league here. Nikunj anchoring his team on multiple occasions. So the openers here, Sagar and Nikunj, very skilled and adept players. There we see Nikunj there on striker. As Kalpesh, the keeper, is going to set his field there, changing the fielding. Jigar. Big swinger, just kind of going into the leg side there. They go for a run, cancel it, and Jigar gets a dot delivery. So that caution that we're seeing there is needed. You know, you're an opener, you're going to want to make those big plays to boost the total early on, but you also want to maintain your position as long as you can and hold on and probably anchor the runs for your team. Warriors picking up good strategy here. He plays the big shot and hooks it all the way, and it's fielded on the boundary. So they got a single off of that one. Fielded so quickly it limited them to just a single. Not going to take the double off of that. Swing and a miss. Appeal for LBW. Celebration by Jigar there. Did a bit of a dance there. Obviously the Titans are very fired up. Don't forget to check us out on the next ground for the Paramveers versus the Indians. And this one pelted into the leg side there. Gonna be fielded way out on the boundary. They get a single and they come back for the double. That's 2 more runs to the total. There's those big shots that I mentioned earlier. So Nikunj on striker. Plays the same shot again, and this time it's going to field to the man at square leg. No run. That's one. Going way up into the air, evading the mid-on. And a backward point player. And going out to the boundary for 4 runs. Let's have another look at that one. See this again. Full delivery, bouncer, and just flicked away. And that's going to be 4 runs to the total there. Fielders couldn't get to that one. It went straight to them, through them. A lot of speed on that delivery, on that play. And that's going to bring Jigar's end to an over. So after 4, it's now 13 for nil. No loss so far. So they're off to a pretty decent start. Obviously, this one is going to be a lot of pressure from both teams, because they want to secure that place in the final happening at 3 this afternoon. So looking to start off the 5th. And the man on strike here, Nikunj. It's going to be Tejas taking up the attacker. Swing and a miss. But it went down the leg side, so they're going to take a single off of that. Signal as a wide, so it's going to be 2 wide to the total. Just waiting for the scoring to update here. Full delivery, going down the leg side. Square leg looking very eager to take that wicket, but the run happened so fast. Good running there by the partnership. By the time the fielder raise the ball to throw it into the wicket. Sagar was already in his crease. Lofted over the bowler's head, and it's gonna be picked up by long on. Bounce off the foot of Tejas there. Gonna get a leg by on that occasion. So this is good for the Warriors. This one just defended. No runs off of that. He swung to loft it there, but did not get into it, and there's an appeal for LBW. Tejas pressing his case very passionately, and he's just going to be put down by the umpire, saying no, that was not out. Went to the long one there, came back, so they take a single once again. Sagara and Nikunj doing a great job in this over of rotating that striker. Not letting Tejas get too comfortable. Sagar is wanting to go for it now. Sagar wants to go for it here. Looking very determined in his crease. Ooh, and this one just is gonna... He stepped forward there and kind of went off his leg. So that's the end of the over. At the end of 5, it's 18. No loss. See a bit of discussion there happening within the Titans team, figuring out their strategy. So they're gonna want to switch gears, it seems like, to continue their dominance that was shown yesterday. The Kings were not able to make the chase and were bowled down. So it's all going down here at the Paramveer Sports Complex in Sweet Atlanta, Georgia. Very bright and sunny day here today, but the wind is coming in very nicely. Not very strong to say turn a line and length into a wide, but it's nice enough to be refreshing. Try to get a outside edge on that, but it's gonna go straight to the keeper. Jigar gonna take a dot on that one. This one flicked away. Field on the boundary and single taken. Way up into the air this time. And that's going to be 6 runs there. 6 massive runs for the Warriors team here. Let's see this again. Big swing. Way down the leg side. Up into the air. Everybody can just watch that one. Fielder didn't really even bother going for it. He knew that was going over the roper. And the Warriors collect 6 runs to their total. So now they're taking real advantage of this power play here with 3 more deliveries left. Jigar. Oh, and he's bold. He went for that big hook again. And he bowled him. Jigar on top of the world right now. Got the celebration there for a second before we see this one more time. Beautiful bowl through. And he did it slower on this delivery. And it kind of faked out the batsman. And he's going to go back to the dugouts for that one. So they're going to bring out the captains. The Warriors going to bring out their captain, Mayank, who's done a great job of leading his team so far. Up until yesterday afternoon, they were undefeated in the tournament. So after the 6, there was a wicket in play. What an interesting way to play the rest of this power play here. A lot went on. Jigar, 2 more deliveries left in this over. So undefended by Mayanka, the captain, and they're going to take a single off of that. He just kind of pushed it away into the offside. So we're going to see a bit more of a defensive play. This one cut away. Gonna take a single off for that as it's fielded on the boundary very quickly. So good fielding. And at the end of the power play, 27 for the loss of 1 wicket. The first 6 overs. So that was a bit of a productive and detrimental over for the Warriors, making about 9 that over, losing their opener, Sagar, and Sagar gave a good performance. But now we have Nikunj, man on strike here, and he's looking to anchor out his team. So defensive play back down the ground, and Tejas is back into the attack. This one pulled up into the air. The deep mid wicket is going to take that one back to them. Single scored. So at the end of the power play, I'm seeing a long on, a long off, a deep mid wicket, cover, third man. This one fielded on the boundary there, but it's gonna run out, evades the fielder, and I believe that's, yes, it is 4 runs there. So a bit of a misfield we saw. But let's see this again. And he just couldn't take it. He dove for it, did not get a hold of it, and it went out to the boundary for 4. So that's going to be another 4 runs for the total of the Warriors. They just went to cut at it again. So yes, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, cover, point, backward cover, and deep extra cover, as well as a third man. So he's setting up, anticipating those boundaries to be played. Missed the caught and ball opportunity there as he dove for it, Tejas. So he's gonna, his long on is going to relieve him of his pressures there, but the Warriors still escape with a single. And Nikunj looking very confident, as he's now on 12 from 24. And he's bold. So confidence takes a turn and can be hubris sometimes, as Tejas takes another wicket. Tejas takes another wicket from the Warriors. Completely bowled out on this occasion here. See him looking very determined, and it just bounced before him, evades the bat, hit the outside stump and the inside stump, my bad, and he has been bowled down. So the combination of Jigar and Tejas has proven very deadly for the Warriors here. The Titans going to try to keep this momentum up, while the Warriors are going to try to bring in Kamal, new batsman, to rectify some issues here. 33 for 2 after 7. So not a great huge total so far. So they might be wishing to change gears and start building up those runs, those points, and making that total as high as they can go to secure their spot in this afternoon's final. LPPL 4, anything can happen. So they've broken the combination of Jigar and Tejas, and they're going to put in Alish now. So Alish, first over. This one pulled away. Gonna go way past that 30-yard line before it's fielded. So the Warriors take another single. This one driven. Back to the square leg. My bad. That's a cover. Straight back down the line. Man, it's long. I was going to pick that up as they escape with another single. Could have probably tried to take the double on that one, but they're going for a defensive approach. 2 wickets already fallen so far. The Titans. This one patted away. I'll be taken by that short leg fielder. So we're going to go out to the man at mid-wicket. No runs off of those last 2 deliveries. And we played for another single. Driven out for 1. And Kamal gets off the mark with that. So at the end of 8 overs, the score is 36 for 2. As the Warriors are not doing bad whatsoever. And you might be hearing the sweet Bollywood and other Indian cultural songs that's been playing in the background here. Been getting a wonderful experience of my culture in the Paraveer's sporting complex. Hearing some beautiful songs. Yesterday I heard Dostana. I have to go home and watch that movie again. Grew up on that stuff. Shrey the captain. So Shrey going to continue the attack, and he's going to start off with a wide. So it's captain for captain right now. Mayank and Shrey. This one pushed away. No run scored. No run taken. Shrey gonna look to spin it now. That spin was met with a really high pull. Got to the man at deep mid-wicket. Sent immediately back. Just a single off of that. Bringing Kamal on strike. Swing and a miss. Look like something. Maybe the keeper's gloves hit the stumps there. You're going to sweep that one away. And swing. Half a swing really. He cancelled the swing midway through and went to the keeper. Another dot delivery. Swept away into the onside. Evades the fielder. Another 4 runs to the total for the Warriors. Warriors playing their hands now and ready to make those runs, those boundaries, those maximums. And that one, beautiful sweeper, textbook, evades the fielder, and it's going to go out for 4. So Shrey now going to want to switch up his spinning. So and he just flicked it away down the offside, and long off is going to receive that, so they get another single. So at the end of 9 overs, the score has now been pumped up to 43 for 2. Got 7 in that over there. So every run counts at this stage in not just a game but in the tournament, as everyone here is going to try their best to secure their place in the final of this LPPL tournament. It's the 4th installment. And check out the other ground for the Paramveers, the home team, versus the champions of the tournament, defending champions, the Boston Indians. Quite the action going around the Paramveer Sporting Complex. And be sure to stay tuned for that final. 3 p.m. So it's going to be Alicia. Alish. This one looked like if he was bowled there. Appeal for bowl down. A lot of confusion going on the ground right now. And he is bowled. So what I thought was an argument was actually a celebration. Quite the interesting show I saw there. Let's see this one again. Full delivery, bounce past the batter and hit the outside stumper. Beautiful, beautiful boulder there. Masterful shot. So Alish opening his second over with a wicket. And the Warriors going to send in Amit Kumar. Also a very valuable teammate to have. Amit Kumar building a number of runs in the match yesterday. I believe he took a wicket in the bowling as well. So fresh man on strike here. This one defended. Sent to that third man region. Gonna go back to mid wicket. Bit of a short mid wicket there. Went to sweep that one away, but it's going to signal as a wide. Swept away. And that's going to be a dot delivery. He's not bowled out. 3 wickets fallen so far before the completion of the 10th over. So the Warriors really don't want to have another one go back. Tried another sweep and that's another wide. Two more. This one shot up into the air. Goes into that third. No. Deep extra cover region. And they're going to complete 2 runs on that occasion. Oh my bad, that was a boundary. So the man at deep mid wicket, letting quite a few boundaries escape here today. So at the end of this over, I want to show you that boundary again. After 10, the score is 50 for the loss of 3. Very high delivery there, and he's met it with that. And it's going to go straight over the rope there. That's us adding 4 to the total. So now they've put up altogether a half century of runs after the 10th over. So they're going to want to double that or even triple that to secure their spot in the final tonight. This afternoon, I should say. As Amit Kumar is on strike here. And he's up against a Captain Shrey. Amit Kumar just got off a marker. This first delivery. Shrey swept away that same deep mid-wicket region. Return to the keeper, and they're going to get a double off of that. This one cut away into the offside. Deep extra cover is going to take it. And they make a single off of that. So couple, single. This is really where the Warriors want to ramp up their run rate. Changing the feeling. Deep mid-wicket is going into a more towards the long off region. So not a huge change, just a bit of a shift there. This one going straight to the keeper. Didn't swing at that one. It's not a wide. No run. And this one just pushed her to that short third man. 2 more legal deliveries in this over. This one pushed away. Take a single. Amit Kumar. So you're hearing the Titans applaud their captain. Good bowling. And after 11 overs, the score is 54 for the loss of 3. And Alish is going to come back into the attack. He's already taken a wicket thus far. Going to be his 3rd over. Mayank, the captain, is now on 14 from 18. And Amit Kumar has made a single on every delivery that he's faced thus far. So good work around the entire team of the Warriors, really putting in that fighting spirit. I hope you folks watching at home are enjoying the music out here as much as I am, as we get prepared for the 12th over, where Leash is back in the attacker. Oh, and there's a change in the bowling there, just updated by the score. It's going to be Lalo. Straight to the keeper, Lalo Hermant, the man on a mission with the behind the backer throw that he's known for. At least what we know him for. This one played very high and lofted very high again. And that one is going to be 6 runs there. Let's look at this again. Beautiful 6 runs. I must say, Lalo plays it very high. That she sweeps it away. And it's going to go that deep extra cover region and go out for 6 runs. 6 more to the total for the Warriors. So he started playing that one lower to realize that throughout this tournament, Hermant has been playing that ball, that delivery, very high up in the air, and he's taken a few wickets with that. But now, he's realized that maybe he's been figured out. This one had to be played on the ground. Batsman just patting that one down. There's our captain Mayank. As this one goes straight to the keeper, another dot delivery. So with that maximum that was just made, Mayank is now on 20 from 23. Doing very well. This one picked up. No run. So aside from that 6, Lalo did a pretty good over with a bunch of dot deliveries. Or does a maximum cancel that out? At the end of 12 overs, the score is 60 for the loss of 3. So one swept Peel for LBW, not given. The captain comes back into the attacker. This one flicked into the offside. Deep extra cover and long off scramble for it, but they got a couple of runs off of that, and it hit. He sent a ball all the way from almost to the boundary, right? And it hit the wicket on point there. See, wicket fell, so he would have got that run out way out from about the 50-yard mark. Captain looked back to him and said, hey, cool down there, man. That's Jigar, of course. This one pushed, going out to the boundary. And score a single off of that. So the offside is stacked with some very vibrant fielding. Up into the air. Oh, Shrey looked to settle under it, but he just dropped the catch there. That's not going to be what he wanted. Just look at that again. Shrey scrambled for it there. He didn't even realize it was in his place, and he could have caught it. By the time he noticed that, he lunged for it, and it didn't really pan out for him there, but it's going to be a dot delivery nonetheless. Better than nothing. Better than a maximum. Shrey pushed away once again. Short third man is gonna take that one. This one pulled, and it goes over the boundary. 4 runs to the total. And Shrey put a lot of power into this one. See this again. Big pull there. He spun with that pull. And it's going to go all the way out into the boundary. 4 more runs to the total for the Warriors. Bringing the score after 13 up to 6-7 for the loss of 3. And this is after the 8th. So in the last 5 overs where they were on 33, they're now on 67. So they've definitely ramped up their run rate in these last couple overs here. And looking to really build up a huge total. They don't want to risk anything going into the second innings, because it's all about the final here. So who will it be? It's still any man's game. A few wickets. Quite a few wickets to be taken still. But still only 7 overs to do that in. So they're going to want to restrict the Titans are going to want to restrict the Warriors as much as they can and keep their total low so the chase isn't too strenuous for their 20 overs coming up after. And, well, the Warriors are going to want to make those big slashes, those big swings, those big sweeps that they've been making so far, where they've been accelerating their runs. And these are the things we want to look out for from the Warriors. So Alish bowling his 3rd over. Amit Kumar on strike. Here's Alish. This one punted back on the ground by the batsman and picked up by the keeper. Big swing there, another dot delivery. No runs off of the last 2 deliveries this over. This one pelted up into the air. Deep mid-wicket ran for it. They're going to get a couple of runs off of that. Two more to the total. It's now 69 for 3. Very nice work indeed from the Warriors. Up into the air. Nobody home. Missed catch opportunity, but can they get the run out? And that's going to be another negative. So single scored by the Warriors again. Mayank now on 24 from 7. 27. This one up in the air. And the catch is taken. No joking matter here. Alish set his trapper, set his sights, waited for him to play that big swing that he's been looking for, that upward swing stroke. And he's just been caught out by the man in that third man region. And we see the celebration from the Titans. The Titans, they strike again and send home another Warrior back into their den. As Ravi, a very, very skilled player from the Warriors, is going to set out into the batting right now. Ravi picking up a lot of wickets in the match yesterday, in his match yesterday. And he's going to be on striker. And the captain, Mayank, was sent home there as he was on 24 from 27. Caught out. See if we could see that one again. The Titans are playing music now to celebrate that one. Look, he was playing that shot a few times there. He was swinging at it when they was getting those dot deliveries. But then it goes up and goes down and into the hands of the fielder. And he's looking very satisfied with himself after that one. So here's man off strike. And it's going to be a dot to end this over here. So after 14, score is now 70 for 4. And you got a single off for this one as Shrey comes back into the attack. Ravi not yet off the mark, so he's wanting to fix that as fast as he can. And there it goes, way up into the air. Very fast 6 there. Beautiful swinger. That's going to be 6 runs to the total. And the Warriors are now on 77 with that one. Played down the ground. No runs off of that. Big swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again, so 3 dot deliveries back to back. No run, no run, and no run. So Shrey really tightening up his line and length to continue what he's been doing thus far. He's already conceded 25 runs though. He's going to really want that line and length to be tightened. And this one, a wide. He's giving away another. Commentator's curse in effect. And that one pushed away. No run taken. So after 15 with 5 more overs to go, the score is now 78 for the loss of 4. The music I've been hearing here from the Warriors tent, we're gonna need their playlist pretty soon. Some of these songs are gonna get stuck in my head. I don't want to carry them back to Trinidad and bounce them in my car. Alish bowling his 4th and final over. To the keeper. Lofted into the air. Big swing. Nobody to collect it, and it's going to be fielded by the man on the boundary. So he got a couple of runs off of that. Oh, I lied. It's just a single that they took. Maybe they could have afforded that second run. Chose not to take it. Here comes Alish again. That one's going to be a dot delivery. As he's playing to that outside stump and the batsman wants to defend it. And it's driven down the leg side. Score a single off of that, 1 more to the total. straight to the keeper. So ending off this over on a dot delivery. Score is now 80 for the loss of 4 after 16 overs. Quite a performance thus far. These last 4 overs, they're going to want to go all out and play those big shots to score the highest total possible that they can. Give them enough wiggle room to work with in the second innings as things are heating up here at the Paramview Sporting Complex. We see the Warriors really fighting it out here, but the true test of battle will be the second innings if they can bowl out the other side or go the 20 overs with the Titans and restrict them to less than whatever they pull out here in these last 4 overs. That'll be Kishan. Sean bowling his third, and that's one's going to go off the long off. Single taken. Amit Kumar, the man on striker, he's 12 from 15. So in the last 2 overs, they've scored around 21 more runs. This one stepped into and launched down the leg side. Long off is going to have to venture a bit to feel that one as they add another to the total. Single. And this one, he's bold. Kishan taking his first wicket of the match. His third over directly into that middle stump there. Mistimed by the batsman. Very full delivery. And Kishan has sent home the man on striker, who was Ravi at the time. See this one again. Yeah. Hit straight at the middle stump there. So Kishan was doing quite well. Take that wicket there. As now they send out Koshal from the Warriors to lead his team through and keep them pushing up that total in the next 3.3 overs. So here comes Kishan. And this one patted away into the offside. And they take a single. Up into the air. Wow. And oh my God. Wow. Catch not taken. Long off fielder made quite the effort to get it there. And it fell in his hands, and it just slipped out, bounced off of his palms there, and went back. Well, not was hard luck there, Tejas. See that one more time there. Very beautiful swing. Pellet way up into the air. Just wasn't able to catch that one there. They were looking to pick up their 6th wicket, the Titans. So the Warriors, they take 2 runs off of that, bring Amit Kumar up to 15. And Kaushal, who got off the mark previously, 1-1. So one more legal delivery remains in this over. Things certainly heating up and ramping up here. The Paramveer Sporting Complex. Both teams very ready, very on their marks. And we see Amit Kumar approaching his crease. Looking to keep building up that total. Chip 1, chip 2. And you're hearing good bowling as it's a swing and a miss dot delivery to end off the 17th over. At the end of 17, it's 85 for the loss of 5. So Tejas, the man that just dropped the catch, is coming back for revenge, for retribution, to clear his name and probably pick up a wicket, another wicket in this over here. As he's bowling his 3rd, while Kaushal is on striker. See him looking very nonchalant at the moment. Kaushal just got off the mark there. So he's going to want to make his mark right now. This one goes to the keeper. Signal as a wide. So Tej is going to want to tighten up here. This one driven. Make a single off of that. Pulled away. And long off region. Long on region. Fielded by the man on the boundary. Gonna get another single on that. This one driven to the offside and went just before the boundary, just escaping that boundary, but they pick up a couple runs nonetheless. And now the Warriors are on 90 for 5. So in the last 2 overs, They've made about 10 runs. This one up into the air and it's caught. Wow. Beautiful catch there. Went straight into the hands of the fielder. Just bounce, flicked up, and went straight to the man at deep mid wicket. Deep extra cover, my bad. So it's now 6 down for the Titans. Very, very competitive game, I must say. Very, very intense game. As it's now 90 for the loss of 6 with 2 more to go in this over. And Warriors have just been falling here and there. They've been getting the deliveries from the Titans that just seem to get them caught, get them bowled. Hasn't been a run out yet from the Titans, with only 4 in hand in just about 2.2 overs to go still. So the Titans gonna want to see if they can clean it up in that time, but the Warriors are still in a pretty comfortable space as they put in Ankit into the batting now. Amit Kumar taking a bit of a stretch there. Umpire calling for a change of ball there. They used one. They're paging the ball box right now. And it seems as if starting to get back to being ready to continue display. A bit of a break in play here as the 6th wicket fell. Let's see that catch one more time there for your viewing pleasure before we start back the game. Look at it. Bounce, flicker, went into the offside there, and this man, he just kind of crab walked it and received it very gracefully. Very, very impressive catch. So it looks like play is about to resume here pretty shortly. Teams both verifying that the ball is suitable for play. So gonna be Tejas to bowl his last 2 deliveries here. This one up into the air, and it's going to go out for 4 runs. Ankit gets off the mark with a boundary. Brilliant play there. Just pelted it away, pulled high up into the air, and that's going to be 4 runs. See that one more time. How high he pulled that away. Very ready for that one. And this one, down the leg side, coming back in. Gonna make a single off of that. Bringing Amit Kumar on striker, who is now on 16 from 20. So Tejas has found his retribution, just noticing as he's taken a wicket after dropping the catcher. So Tejas was out of vengeance there. Very good third over, I must say, as he gets his second wicket. And now it's going to be Kishan to bowl his fourth and final here. Kishan is going to put that one straight to the fielder. Kishan. Swing and a miss. Signal as a wide. It's going to be one more to the total. So at the start of 18, it's now 96 for the loss of 6. And this is a respectable total that we've seen so far. One of the bigger chases that they'll have to make in this tournament. So the Titans certainly have their work cut out for them. Warriors doing very well. Just about 1.5 overs to go. This one, swing, played down the ground. Appeal for LBW, and he's gone. With that one, happened so quickly, even I kind of missed it. Got this one right directly off of the pads. Yes, that's going to be an LBW. The umpire raises his hand, and he's going to have to go back to the Warriors then for that. Back to the barracks for him. Pranav steps into the attack here. So wickets after wickets falling here, overs after overs. Titans certainly not letting the Warriors get away with anything sloppy here. So Pranav is going to be the man on striker, carrying a team, hopefully, through these next few. New man on strike. Fresh face in the crease. Pranav. Take on Kishan. Swing and a miss there. Pranav not off the mark yet. This one up into the air and another catch taken. Caught out. So Pranav is going to go without touching the score whatsoever. He's not going to trouble the total at all, as the 8th wicket has fallen for the Warriors. From the Warriors team, the Titans have been really mashing the gas on the bowling, I must say. One more legal, 2 wickets picked up in this one. Kishan taking 3 in this game total. So wickets falling, dropping like flies. Only 2 more to go. At this point we have to wonder, will the Warriors even last out the rest of the game? Will it last out the 20? Paging the identity of the new batsman.
Yeah, let them know the game finished on the group now. Yeah? I said let them know, right, if the match finished, let them know in the group. Right,
So this one pushing to the offside, and this new batsman is immediately off the mark there to end the 19th, 18th over with a single. 97 for the loss of 8, and Navin is immediately off the mark, a new batsman. 97 for 8 after 19. So this last over is where they're going to want to be playing it a bit more fast and looser to get away with those boundaries and those maximums. If the Titans have indicated anything, is that they're going to have a hard time doing that. Bowler here, Tejas. Straight to the keeper. Good delivery to start. Swatted away. And it's a misfield. They're going to take a second. So they get a couple runs off of that. And they bring up the 100. My bad, they're just one shy away from the 100 there. Scorers tying me up once again. Swing and a miss, but it goes away. So they're going to take another single. So now the 100 is being brought up. Just about 3 more deliveries left in this innings. And it's already 100 in total. The Warriors put up a very respectable total. That's only going to be a leg by. Played down the ground, back to the bowler. Bowler fumbles it. I think he was very eager. And he ran him out with that one. So there's another wicket for Tejas. Tejas taking 3 wickets now. matching up with Kishan. So that run out, very well placed. Look at this one again. Very full. Tejas was out for blood there. So this one just played back to the ground. Keeper already had, the ball already had a hand on it. The batsman from the non-striker's end already gone up to the striker's end. And Tejas saw that. And with tactical precision, he swung around and just patted it at the wicket there. And ran out the non-striker. So there goes Ahmed Kumar, who was the anchor of the team so far, who is about on 18, and he's gone. So now it's going to be Janil. Pulled away that long on region. Fielded. They're going to come back for 2. And they try a run out. Doesn't happen for them. Warriors on fire here. Put up another 2 runs on the total, so they're well past that 100 mark. So the entire Warriors team doing very well for their captain Mayank. Sure, he's very proud. We're seeing some technical mastery from Tejas here. Comes again. Right, that one went straight to the keeper. And that's going to be the end of the innings. So after 20 overs, ladies and gentlemen, it's 102 for 9. Quite the high total for this tournament that we've seen with the level of competition that's been going on here. Both teams in all the games have been restricting and risking it all to victory. So 102 is going to be quite the chaser, I can't lie. Yesterday we saw probably one of the highest totals that had to be chased, which was 131, I believe. So now we're going to see quite the conflict in the second innings here as the Titans batting now against the Warriors. The Warriors are very good bowling. The Titans now, and the batting time, are going to have to make that 102 to even book their place in the finals. So both teams wanted very badly to get to that 3 o'clock game here today. Grand finals of the LPPL 4. And they're going to be on top of their games back to back. We'll be taking a short break, but don't forget to tune back in to see the second innings of the semi-final game where the Titans are going to be batting against the Warriors. And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, with another second innings semi-final one here. And now the Carolina Warriors are bowling. So on the attacker, the PF Titans now within the creases, going to do their best to chase that 102, 103 being the target. And both teams are playing here to find their space and book their spot in the final here, coming up at 3 p.m. right here at ground one. So we are going to see quite the action-packed innings here for you all at home watching. Be sure to stay tuned for that final coming up later. Reminder, at 3 p.m. It's going to prove to be quite the thriller, as evidenced by everything we've seen so far at the LPPL here in the Paramount Sporting Complex in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Opening partnership is going to be Paras and Patrick. And the star bowler Nikunj is going to start off the attack here for the Warriors. Warriors putting up quite the big total, 102. And no short thanks to the captain Mayank and as well as Amit Kumar. Both men certainly doing their best here. And this one is going to be pulled away, going straight out to that boundary rope there. So that's an immediate 4 runs for the PF Titans, starting off very strongly here. 102 chasing. Now they're just going to need 98 more of those. So first ball boundary. Let's look at that one again. Just going all the way into that third man region. This one played on the ground. No run to be taken there. So Paras already off to a great start with that boundary opening, setting a good tone and a good place. This one is a wide, so they're going to give away 1. This one down the leg side. Mid-wicket is going to take that as they take a single. 1 to the total. Titans here certainly going to start off very strong. Keep a great pace here. This one seems to be another wide. It's actually a no ball, so he's going to get a free hit. Patrick on strike now for that free hit. They make a run off of the no ball. So they rotate the strike, and Patrick is going to see what he can do to get off of this mark now. Up into the air, straight down, long on region. And they're going to take a single from that. Got a little more power in that shot. It would have been over the boundary. Long off fielder might have caught it, though didn't have a lot of height on it. This one push into the offside, up into the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounces, and it's going to be another boundary. Rolls over the roper for a boundary. 4 runs to the total. See this one. Again. Paras was very ready for that shot there, and he just lofted it up over cover, and it's going to bounce around for those 4 runs. So after a great start here at the end of the over, already on 12. The Titans not letting up whatsoever. Opening batsman, very good work. Paras already on 9 from 4. And they concede. The Warriors concede those 12 runs in the very first. So it's saying one more delivery in this over. Nikunj is going to want his redemption. And he's not going to get it as this one goes way up. And it goes over the fielder. Not going to get 2 off of that. Yes, they get a double off of that one. So the Titans are already on 14 for nothing here after the end of the first over. Wonderful plays that we've been seeing here so far. Let's look at that one more time, please. I just have to admire that. Last delivery of the first over. Paras very much on fire. He's already on 11. And swings it, lofts it into the air. Right over the head of the fielder. Wasn't able to get to it at that time. He stops it before the boundary roper. And the Titans take 14 runs in their first over of their innings. Great performance there from the Titans. Let's see if they could keep that momentum up. As the captain, Mayank, is going to look to slow that momentum from them. Going to take that all away, hoping to, in this over here, as he comes into the attack, facing Patrick. Only 1 run to his name thus far. So the openers are clearly set here to get as much runs as they can. Goes straight to the keeper. No edge on that one, so Mayank starts off with a dot delivery. The Titans started off with a really great pace. Let's see what they have in store for us in the second over. Mayank is going to have something to say about that. So one patted down the ground. Going out into the offside there. Another dot delivery, no run taken. So Mayank readjusting his field. Switching his pointer and mid-wicket fielder. Changing the fielding there. So he switched those fielders. Here's Mayank. Swing and a miss. 3 dot deliveries back to back. So doing what he set out to steal the momentum from the Titans. And he's caught out. caught behind right there. Beautiful work from Mayank and the keeper. Great communication there. They were lining up that one for the past few deliveries, and they achieve it here as the outside edge of the bat, the top edge of the bat, takes it and it goes directly into the hands of the keeper. He just barely holds onto it there, and that's going to be a caught behind, sending Patrick back into the nets. So Kalpesh is a man on strike now. New batsman. The Warriors fired up as they've taken first blood.
Okay, alright, no problem. I went here.
So Mayank still has 2 more legal deliveries in his over. He's going to be facing Kalpesh. Kalpesh ready. Here's Mayank. He reached for that one and he's going to get a wide signaled. And they're going to take a run off it to rotate the striker for the man on fire, Paras, to come on there. So that's 2 more to the total. Here's Mayank. Evaded the keeper's hands. And it's another wide. 1 more. Didn't run this wide this time. Seems to be that in the confusion there that they took a run even though it was basically in the hands of the keeper. I think the keeper misfielded it there and it ran away into the onside. This one dipping out there. And it hit the keeper's gloves as it touched the ground, so it's not a caught behind. So Paras lives to see another day. 17 for the loss of 1. This one fielded on the boundary and sent back. Driven out for 1. So at the end of the second over, it's going to be 18 for the loss of 1. Here in the Paramveer Sporting Complex. A lot of action happening here. Be sure to check us out on the other field as the Paramveers take on the Boston Indians, the reigning defending champions, the Paramveers, the home team here, namesake of the Paramveer Sports Complex. That's also going to prove to be a very competitive game. Everybody wants their shot in the final. So Nikunj coming back into the attack. Paras on strike. Kunj getting his mark. Gonna see some aggressive, fast-paced bowling here. This one, a little bit up into the air, is gonna roll out into that long off region for a single, 1 to the total. Kyle Page now on strike, yet to get off the mark. He's going to want to fix that issue. Bounces by the crease and goes to the keeper. No run. Driven into the offside. They take a single. Plays it again for another single. So working that cover fielder. Two more deliveries remain in this over. Kyle Page got off the mark there. Up in the air, over cover, does not make the catch. And they run another single on that one. Last ball of the over. Facing Paras, who's now on 14 for 9. Nikunj conceding 18 runs so far. Here's Nikunj. Play down the ground. Evades the keeper. Cover fielder gets it. They take a single. And after 3 overs, it's 23 for the loss of 1. Paras now on 15 off of 10 deliveries. And in that one, they made 5 runs. So they're already 20% of the way there to that 102 marker, little over 20%. So the Warriors need to apply some more pressure on the Titans, as the Titans taking full advantage and punishing every bad ball they can get, as they want to build that total very quickly to secure their spot in the final. Don't forget that's happening at 3 p.m. here, the Paranvirus Sporting Complex. Maybe you're watching at home, not too far away, and you'd like to come and see it for yourself. What I heard is that admission is free, so come check us out in Cartersville. So the pace continues as this one goes down into the ground. Ankit now on and get a bit of a pause and release there. So this one's going to be a wide. So Nick Kunj is the bowler now. I thought he looked familiar. Nick Kunj again. This one patted up and fielded on the ground there. Not quite ready enough for a catcher. So Nick Kunj takes 2 dot deliveries as well as a wide. They cancelled that delivery. Not sure for what reason. Batsman stepped out of the way and said, not this time. Not sure what happened there. So here's Nick Kunj. Goes to the keeper, evades him. Take a single. Could have gotten the run out. That one played very close to the ground. And they get another one to the total on a leg by. Kalpesh now on strike. Looking very ready for it. Kalpesh pulls this one into the leg side. Short fine leg. Pick that one up as they rack up another single. Lofted. Almost caught as it brought that warrior to the ground there. So they stack up another one to their total. See if I can show you this one again. This one swiped it up and he dove for it. Didn't quite get it. Takes a fall on the shoulder. Hope he's alright. And we continue the attack from Nick Kunj. Played on the ground. Sent back immediately. Another single taken. So they're working their way into the momentum, but they're not playing those bigger shots as we've seen from the first over, as the Warriors have tightened up their bowling. So they're going to build their total methodically as they progress through these innings. They have a lot of innings to go, and they're already about a little under 30% of the way there. After 4, it's going to be 27 for the loss of 1. Obviously, that first wicket taken happening in that second over via LBW, bouncing off the bottom of the pad there. No, my bad, that was a caught behind, coming off the top edge into the keeper. Patrick had to go back home. So Paras is going to be anchoring his team. He's now 16 for 14. Here we see the man in mention. Being very relaxed, very calm, very collected, as he squares up against Ravi, new bowler, setting his field. He's going to walk back the cover, send back the mid-wicket, and bring up the long on, leaving the long off in place. This one up into the air, down the leg side, and it's going to be 4 runs. Beautifully. Bounce once, bounce twice. Very nice adding 4 to the totals here. Now on 31 at the first delivery of the 5th over. Lofted that one into the air. Goes, bounces once. Bounces over the boundary. So one bounce boundary there is Ravi. So I'm played on the ground. So the bowling is very tight right now. Paras is up on 20. What I'm trying to say is that they're going to want to fake them out with these big plays that they're getting, and in the hopes of getting their wicket. Up into the air, down the offside. 2, 3, 4, 5 bounces. Fielder gives chase. Defends it. And they're going to get a couple of runs off of that one. 2 more to the total. Paras on fire here. And we saw all the way from the first over. So in just... Here's Ravi. Played on the ground into the offside. They're going to take a single off of that. Easy single. And walk the rest of that one. That man at long on is very far away, so he's going to have to make a bit of a trek to get there. Or they can make that single comfortable. Swing and a miss. Now it's a wide, so another one to the total being added so far. 8 in this over. Another wide. It's bringing up this over to 9. 2 more legal deliveries. We played in the 5th year. And driven down the ground. Picked up by that cover fielder. Now going to get the run out chance that they want on that one. They're going to take a single. The Titans are going to take a single off of that. So they're already on 37 here. 1 more to go from Ravi's first over. Played on the ground. Going to cancel the run there, as the man at point gets it immediately. So Ravi ends his over on a dot after conceding 10 runs. And the PF Titans impressively already on 37 for 5 here. Really putting their pedal to the metal here in the Paramveer Sporting Complex. Good performance so far. Hopefully they keep this momentum going as they progress through this second innings here. All important. Seeing the new bowler getting his mark. Gonna be spinning this one. You can see some spin in the action here from Kamal. So Kamal coming in to shake things up a bit. Seen a lot of pace so far. And to end the power play, Kamal's going to come in. Some spin. He's going to want to pick up another wicket. Maybe get Paras out of the equation. Paras on 23 from 19. On fire here. So Kalpesh on strike as Kamal prepares himself properly to enter the 6th over. Straight out to that third man region. He wants to hook it and play it over the boundary. Kalpesh looking to make a bigger marker than he has. He's 4 from 8. No runs so far. This one sent down the ground to the offside. Another no run. So the PF Titans are going to have to adjust to the spin bowling. So Kamal also going to dampen the pace of the Titans. Warriors not going to give up without a fight. True fighting spirit. So the name of the game is restriction for them now. And I heard Bat gets in contact with ball there, going to the keeper. But I don't think it's a wicket. See that one more time. I'm very curious. As nonchalantly makes a spin. And no, it doesn't look like he got it into there. That one going out, they make a single, come back for the double overthrow. I thought it was just a single there. So one more ball left in the power play. Nikunj bringing up his man on the boundary. And switching. No, he's going to cancel that switcher. So everyone within the 30-yard mark now, except for that deep long off. Keeper take this one, and there's going to be a dot delivery to end the power play. So after 6 overs, it's 38 for the loss of 1. Little under 40% of the way there. They're going to need 64. So 64 in 84 overs. 84 deliveries. So this brings Paras back on strike, who's been quite the asset to his team. Paras on 23 from 20. And he's going to be facing my bad, that was the last bowler. Waiting for the score to update the page, the new bowler. And I believe it's a Ashok. Looks like a Ashok from here. He's going to set his field. Bring his mid on into his point. And it's Amit Kumar. Going to be leading the 7th over. With some more spin bowling. Chip. Here's Amit. And pulled into the onside. Man at the boundary giving chaser. Stops it before. And they take a single. Lightning fast play there. Played down the ground. A lot of energy from the Warriors tent. Amit. Swing, miss, LBW, big celebration, and he is out. So the Warriors have taken their second wicket thus far. And they are quite happy to see that, as they've gotten the main man out of the way with that play there. See this one more time. Amit. Full spin. And goes into the pad of the back foot there as he turns for it. And that's going to be an LBW very clearly. So 2 wickets down. But hats off to the man that was just outed there, who put up a great total for his team. I believe he was on 24 there. The man Paras. So the Titans now on 39, chasing victory at 103. And Amit Kumar has just taken out their star batsman opener, Paras. So the captain is going to step in for this one here. Captain Shrey, skipper of the Titans. And he's going to be Zeus in this one, trying to continue the lightning fast momentum that the Titans have had so far. This one flicked away down the offside. And at point gives chase as they take a single for that. So brings up the 40 for the PF Titans. And Trey looking very comfortable right now. Very ready. 2 more deliveries in this over. This one down the leg side. Cover is going to take that for a dot delivery. Pushed away. So another single. My bad, another dot delivery. So Shrey is off the marker. And after 7, it's 40 for the loss of 2. So from 20, 21 at the end of 4, it's now 40 for the loss of 2 at 7. So they're going at a moderate pace here at building up their total. Well on track to make that target. And they're going to want to keep their eyes on the prize and have that 103 in sight. Shrey now on strike at the end of the last over. He's going to come back to face Kamal. Kamal bringing around his fielder. Sending back his man at point. Played on the ground. So I'm seeing the 4 main men. Square leg, mid wicket, cover and pointer. There's a deep backward cover. Another one to the keeper. 2 dot deliveries back to back. There's also a long off this one. Almost evading the mid wicket. Deep mid wicket. So there's a square leg, a deep square leg. Man on a boundary behind deep square leg. And he just came upper to fill that square leg position. Another change in the boundary being set there. I mean, in the fielding. And this one way up into the air, and that's gonna be 6 runs to the total. Beautifully played. Massive shot being thrown there. So what happened there was the bowler stacked the offside. So the batsman pulled it away for 6. I'll show you that one at the end there. This one goes to the keeper. That's a wide. So Kalpish is now on 12 from 15. Driven down the ground. No runs off of that one. Swung up into the air. It's going to go to that long off region. Sent back to the fielder as they place a comfortable single. So at the end of the 7th over, end of the 8th over, it's now 49 for the loss of 2. And let's see this 6 one more time. Not going to leave you hanging on that replay. So he adjusts it for a while. And give you a square, a deep backwards square, and a fine leg. But he really stacked that onside. He was hoping for the ball to go backwards. And this one, Amit Kumar, another big shot being played. And this one's going to bounce off the boundary. Bouncing right at the end over. Another 6 runs there. Let's see that one at the end there again. This one, big pull. Everyone just looking at it there, and it bounced right after the boundary rope over the fence. So back-to-back 6s there. So Kalpish really picking up the reins from Paras. Another one up into the air. And he's caught out. That's Nikunj there on the boundary. That long on position. And Nikunj takes the catch masterfully. See this one more time. And Kalpish, the man who just picked up the rein, commentator curse, from that pull there way up into the air. He was looking for another 6. And Nikunj dove for it, hooked around it, and held on to that one. Wow. Very impressive fielding. Very impressive all-around work from Nikunj. The Warriors certainly have something to be proud of here. They're putting up quite the battle. It's the battlefield of Olympus as the Warriors take on the Titans. So that's the third wicket falling for the Titans. And they're going to be sending out Kishan to face Amit Kumar. Kishan on strike there. This one sent down the ground. Gonna take a comfortable. Pulled away for another single. Two more legal deliveries, Amit. Flicked up, fielded. Man at mid on. Take another single. Back-to-back singles. Shrey and Kishan. Shrey now on striker. This one goes to the keeper. It's a wide. That's one more to the total. That's going to be a boundary there. So 4 more runs to the total. Bringing the score up to 63 for the loss of 8 after 9. So the Titans now making great progress towards their total target man of 103 as Mayank comes in, the captain to the bowling. He went to flick that one away, but it's just going to be a wide, so another one to the total. That one played down the ground for 2 dot deliveries from the captain. Mayank only conceding 5 so far after taking a wicket, so really great economy from the skipper, expecting the less. Another one driven, sent back before they could get that run out chance. Mayank was very on point with that swing around to get the wicket. So 65 for the loss of 3. Defended. Played down the ground. Played down the pitch. Very low. Another no runs off of that. 3 now on 7. This one, another wide signal by the umpire. Straight down the ground. Another dot delivery to end off the 10th over. So at the end of the 10th, 66 for the loss of 3. So they're really putting their pedal to the metal again. Coming from 50 into coming around 40 in 8 to now 66 and 10. The over previous to this one was very productive for them. So we're just at the halfway point of the second innings here, and we're seeing quite the display from the Titans. Already 60% of the way there, well over halfway to the chase of 103. So the Warriors are picking up a wicket here and there, but as their man Ravi is coming back into the attacker, making some changes in the field. So we're seeing pointer, fine leg, cover, and this one driven, pulled away, and it's going to be a boundary for the Titans. So that's 4 more to their total, bringing it up to 70. Titans going to be very pleased with themselves from this performance. Oh no, it's not a boundary, it's just a double there. Didn't quite get out of it. Okay. And this one swung up into the air. Big appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. So Kishan will live to see more deliveries here. Total now 68 for loss of 3. This one patted into the offside. Gonna go way out into the deep, but it doesn't have the legs to get to the boundary. So they're gonna take one and come back for another 2 runs to the total. So now they're on that 70 marker. 71 now. Ravi. This one just flicked back to point. Here comes Ravi. Played on the ground, and they wanted to go for that single. They're not taking it. Didn't really get too far from anywhere. The bowler himself is going to take that one back. Kishan very eager to build up this total here. They're only about 30 away from it now. They're very attainable as they have around 11 overs. It's 9 overs still to go. Another one played down the offside. Man, a long off is going to collect it as they take another comfortable single. So to end off the 11th over, it's now 73 for the loss of 3. The PF Titans certainly applying that pressure to the bowling. Carolina Warriors wanting to pick up as much wickets as possible in these next 9 overs. They're going to need that bowl down to really break up the batting of the Titans. 7 wickets still in hand, so it's not looking very good for the Warriors right now. They were previously undefeated before suffering a loss yesterday afternoon from the defending champs, the Boston Indians. That was a very thrilling game. So it's Mayank, the captain of the Warriors, who's back in the attack now. Set his field. Swing miss. That's a wide. And it ran away from the keeper, so they're going to take a single as well. Very quick single. So that's 2 more to the total. So they're about a little under 3/4 of the way that they need to make that 103 mark. It's looking good for the Titans. Mayank. This one driven. And they take another quick single off of that one. So really stacking up runs here. Mayank. This one bounced very high. And Kishani swung for it. Not going to get anything there. Went straight into the keeper's hands. Probably better he didn't get anything there. Played into the offside. Cover's gonna get it, and there's an overthrow, so they're gonna run back for another 2 more to the total, very comfortably. So Mayank already conceding 5 runs in this over. Swing and a miss. So dot delivery. 2 more to go in this over here. This one pushed away, fielded on the boundary, another single. So Mayank looking for a wicket. Will he get it on this occasion? This one, another single taken. Driven into the covers. So at the end of 12, the score is now 80 for 3. We're needing 12 more runs. 2 maximums will do the trick on this occasion. And they have about quite a bit, really quite a bit of overs. They have about 8 overs to go on this occasion. So it's a 23 for 48. 23 and 48. Very attainable. It's looking good for the Titans right now. The Warriors have anything to say to that as they go to war and wage war here at Field 1 in the Paramount Sporting Complex. They're going to want to pick up as many wickets as they physically, humanly can. So Kishan now on 12 on striker. He's going to be facing Kamal. So it's been spin playing so far. And this one lofted and caught out. Caught by the man at point. Beautiful work from the Warriors. They're not going down without a fight. Very full delivery, bounce, and he swept at it. It went into the offside, and the man at point just comfortably took the catch. Brilliant catch there. That's another wicket falling for the Titans. Another Titan fell. So Hemanta, the man named Lalo, is going to be the new batsman for the Titans, and he's going to want to make it as far as he can to build up those last 12 runs. The captain, Shri, now going back into the tent. He and himself is going to be very disappointed. He was doing well, he was on 10, but he probably wanted to finish off and claim the victory for his team. But Lalo, the ever experienced and ever unique player that he is going to be showing off his skills in the batting here. Don't believe I've seen him bat yet. I'm very excited to see this. So Kamala picking up a wicket on his first over. Very impressive. So one driven down the leg side. Mid wicket is gonna go for it and kind of slip over as they take a comfortable single. One more to the total. Former delivery Jermaine. Kamal. This one patted into the offside. It's going to be a dot delivery. No run. Here's Kamal again. Kishan just sort of looks to flick it away, but it comes off the glove of the keeper. No run once again. Kamal looking pleased with himself about that one. Kamal having a lovely over so far. 2 dots and a wicket. He's conceded one. Not bad at all. So one flicked up into the offside. Comes off the hand of the man at point. And it's not going to be all and merry. Another catch for the Warriors. It's going to be a single added to the total of the Titans. And her man gets off the marker before this one. And let's see what he does now. He went to make a big hook at it. He looked to cut it away actually. It went straight to the hands of the keeper. And it's a wide. So he's going to get one more. Titans. One more to the total. In the latter stages of this tournament, the Titans have really ramped up their game here. They're not joking around at all. And this one off the pads. And Lalo takes a pose as to justify what was that. But it looks like he is also out. See that one again. A charismatic guy, Lalo. The appeal LBW was given. See this one again. Kamal. It was a very full one, and that clearly went off the pads. And Lalo says, well, what am I going to do? What? I gave it my best shot. So Hemant goes out for one. Not really troubling the score too much, but he did put in. He's not out. Wonderful, he's not out. I myself got caught up in the celebration from the Warriors about that one. It did go off the pads there. It did seem to be a LBW, but Lalo lives to fight another day. So that's my mistake. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing Lalo continue his batting. See the man there now. Yes, after 13, score is 83 for the loss of 4. Herman staying in it, certainly. Very nice. Sure of you, all of you home have been rooting for this man since the tournament began. Amit Kumar. Driven down the offside as Amit Kumar nicks his name into it. The fan favorite Lalo surviving. Can't believe that one tricked my eyes there. I have to thank my cameraman for clarifying that one for me, Mr. Passad, the real professional. This one driven and collected by the mid-wicket fielder. They go for the run out, does not come to them, and they take another quick single. So it's been 3 singles so far in this over. And Amit is going to take a dot delivery on that one, going straight to the keeper. Facing Kishan, who's now on 14. Amit. Driven straight back down the ground. Nobody home to get at it. And they're going to save it from that boundary. They don't want to let any of those escape. And it brings the star of the show, Herman's back on striker. And he went to hook it again, but as earlier, does not get to him there. So Amit just toying with him. Throwing his bat short, but putting a lot of energy behind those shots. So that's 2 dot deliveries to end the over here. So after 14, the score is now 86 for the loss of 4. Lalo and Kishan being a partnership. Kishan. So there's 3 runs coming off of that last over there. So they've been slowed down progressively over time. But they still have a really good run rate going on. And this wicket taker Kamal only conceding 13, and he's going to be bowling his 4th and final over here. While the man Kishan, who's now on 15 from 20, is on striker. So first it was Paras. Now it's Kishan. Not to mention Shri, who's also doing pretty decent. This one played down the leg side. Long one is going to take it as they get another comfortable single. 1 to the total. And it brings Herman on striker. Lalo takes his spot. And he gets his shot played off way out into the offside. And doesn't get the legs for the boundary, but they come for 1. Go back for 2. And Lalo is moving and grooving through the wickets here. 2 runs to the total. Herman now on 4. Fan favorite here. Another shot down the leg side, and this one is going to go out to the boundary. That's 4 runs from Lalo there. Really the star of the show right now. He's making it all his own. We've seen some pretty good stands from the Titans thus far. And now we're seeing Lalo coming and throwing his hat in the ringer. And he's just secured 4 runs for the total, bringing the score up to 93 for the loss of 4 for the Titans. This one played again into the onside. So he pulled the last one, pulled this one, and he take a single there. So Kishan is back on striker. Oh, what a stand from Lalo there. Hermanta in that last 2 deliveries, making 6 runs total. Driven down the ground. Just sort of nonchalantly defended that one. So Hermanta's closest gap in the figures, 9 from 8 deliveries now. What a guy. Making quick work. Here's Kamal. Lofted a bit up there. The long off fielder is going to come and take that one back. As I get a single, and it's Herman's back into striker. Oh, that's my bad. It's the end of the over, folks. I didn't want to get you hyped up there for nothing. As it's now 95 for 4 after 15. So they're just 7 runs away, 8 runs away from their victory and securing their spot in the final, happening right here at the Paramview Sporting Complex at 3 p.m. Don't miss it, folks. I hope that you are just as fired up as I am here, as you guys are at home. Make sure that you're sitting back and cooling down in this sort of heat that we have out here. I hope everybody on the field today is having their beverages and their refreshments with them as we take on this very competitive, very lovely games of cricket that's happening at LPPL 4. As Mayank, it seems to be setting over his new field, spreading out the fielders a bit. He's going to bring up his deep mid-wicket. And have almost everyone on the 30-yard line. So, except for a long off who's on the boundary and a long on. So, it's like a power play situation here. What's Mayank planning? It's Mayank. This one driven away for a single. Sent back to the man at square. Sent back by the man at square leg. And that brings Herman's back on striker. Here's Mayank. Herman, big swing and a miss. And that's I believe that's a no ball. So Herman gets a free hit now. Let's see what Herman's gonna do, what Lalo's gonna do with this free hit opportunity. Kamal. This one slashed away down the leg side. He takes a single off of it. Very strategically played there by Lalo. That's going to be a wide. So another to the total. 4 to the total in this over alone. That's not what they're going to want because they're just 3 away. Victory is in sights and Kishan and Lalo are not slouching as Kamal comes in for his delivery. And this one lofted away. Long off fielder, so they take a single off of it. That's another one, so they've brought up the 100. 2 more, 3 more. My bad, 3 more to go to secure victory for the Titans. What are the Warriors going to do at this stage when they've given away a bunch of runs in this over? 3 remain. So here's Mayank. Here's Lalo driving it straight back down the ground to the keeper. That's going to be a dot delivery, so the Warriors still alive. And that one cut away down to the man at a square leg. Where the man at point. And they make another single off of that. So 2 more to the total to secure victory in the final. This one once again. Another run off of that. My bad, that was a dot delivery. So Kishan 19 from 26, Hemant 11 from 12. Both men really putting up totals for their team here, as well as Paras earlier, who made the first about 24 he made. Great stand up from Paras, the opener. Really anchoring his team for quite a while there. He lasted about, I want to say 8 overs there. Shri taking the anchor for a little bit of time there. And now the batsmen have set victory in their sights as Pranav is going to bowl the 17th over. He's going to try to make a maiden here, but he's battling a very dangerous man on strike. Yes, that's right, folks. It's Lalo Hemant himself who's going to want to... And he pushes it away into the onside. That's going to be... Nobody gives chase to it. That's going to be a boundary for victory here at the Paramveers Sporting Complex. The PF Titans secure their spot in the final. Brilliant work there by the master, Lalo himself. Hemant claims victory for his side. And the PF Titans win by 6 wickets, booking their spot in the final, booking their dominance in the LPPL 4, booking a very good stand-up to be proud of. Let's see that last victory shot one more time here. He just pulls it with all his might. Nobody give chase to it there. They know that was happening. And with the 105, they take their victory. I have some more highlights here for you. This is when Kamal stacked the onside. So they simply just push it away into the offside. You can see the fullness of this delivery here. And boom, it went way up into the air and out for 6 runs. This one, another one went up into the air. 6 runs again to the total. That one bouncing 2 or 3 times and it was a boundary. I want to look like a caught behind attempt there. Was not given. So it was quite definitely the fight to get to. Our thing there, that was a run out by Tejas. So it's quite the fight put up from both teams here. Both teams making valiant attempts at their secured semi-final spot. This one going out for 4 here, bouncing quite a few times. Fielders not able to quite get it, just falling short of it. Definitely a very heated chase, a very heated first innings. And the Warriors, they made a good total, but the PF Titans just had so much momentum that the Warriors were taking catches left and right. There's Nikunj taking a catch, diving for it, putting his body on the line to secure that wicket there. This one was cut away and it went straight to the man at point. Very, very valuable players here. Certainly. It's been a great performance from both teams here. The PF Titans and the Carolina Warriors. Both Very valiant combatants here, but today the Titans were the better men on the field, and they move on to the final happening at 3 p.m. this afternoon, so about 40 minutes away. It's certainly going to be quite the thriller here, as the second semi-final has not yet ended, ladies and gentlemen. So there's still a lot of cricket to be coming on. Check out semi-final number 2 for more action before the final, and make sure to join us right here at 3 p.m. for the final game of the LPPL 4 here at the Paramount Sports Complex in Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful cricket all around the board. I'm Sachin Balkisoon signing off from this semi-final here. Stay tuned.